Welcome to the deep dive. So if you're prepping for that master's entrance exam, maybe feeling a bit overwhelmed by vocabulary, well, you've landed in the right spot.
Absolutely. We're diving into some keywords today.
Yep, specifically from your study materials, Day 19, Unit 6, 112 CNO Part 1. We're going to break these down, really get into them.
It's not just about memorizing lists, is it? It's about really understanding how these words work in context.
Exactly, building that core strength for the exam and just for better academic English overall. We've got a real mix today from like putting out fires to gut
Yeah,
feeling.
thanks. Yeah. And words about going places, motivations, all sorts.
So let's jump right in. First up, extinguish.
All right, extinguish. It's a verb.
Right. And it means to, well, put out a fire or maybe a light or even, bring an end to something like a feeling.
Like the example, they managed to extinguish the campfire. Makes sense.
Or the sadder one, the bad news seemed to extinguish all her hopes.
Yeah. And notice that X prefix, we talked about this. It often means out.
Oh, right, like exit going out.
Exactly. So extinguish is like making something go completely out. And don't forget extinguisher, the noun.
Ah, yes, the thing you use to extinguish a small fire. Good point.
Handy things.
Okay, closely related then is extinct.
Extinct, adjective this time.
Meaning, well, something that just doesn't exist anymore.
Like dinosaurs, the classic example. The material mentions animals becoming almost extinct.
And the real exam question nails it. When prehistoric man arrived, the large animals, they suddenly became extinct.
See, you wouldn't say they became extinguished in that context. Extinct describes the state gone forever, permanently out of existence.
That's a really key difference. Okay, moving to distinguish, another verb.
Yes, distinguish. This is about recognizing a difference or perceiving something clearly.
Like the example, it can be difficult to distinguish identical twins.
Uh-huh. And the exam question uses it for rats. Can they distinguish a friendly rat from a hostile one? Can they tell the difference?
Right. Now, related but different is distinguished.
Ah, yes, the adjective, meaning respected, admired. Like a distinguished career.
Same root, but a different meaning entirely. Very important.
Definitely.
And from distinguish, we also get distinct.
Distinct. Adjective again, meaning clearly different or separate.
Like, there was a distinct aroma of coffee. You could clearly tell it was coffee.
Or the survey results falling into 3 distinct categories, clearly separate groups.
And the noun is distinction, that different.
Exactly, distinction. And the adverb distinctly, meaning clearly. So, quick recap. You distinguish things to see what's distinct, and if you do something really well, you might become distinguished.
Got it. Makes sense. Okay, next up, instinct.
Instinct, noun, that innate natural tendency.
Like birds building nests by instinct. They just know how.
Exactly. Or my first instinct was to run. That gut reaction, you didn't learn it.
Pure instinct.
Okay.
How about sting?
Sting can be a verb or a noun. As a verb, it's that sharp piercing thing, usually painful.
Like a bee stung me. Ouch.
Right. Or it can be emotion. His harsh words really stung. That kind of hurt.
So physical or emotional pain. And the noun sting is the actual pointy bit the bee uses.
Yep, that's the sting.
Okay. Then we have string.
String, noun. Usually thin cord, right?
A necklace made of string. Simple enough.
Yeah.
But it also means a sequence, doesn't it?
Yes. Like a string of successes, one after another, connected.
Like beads on a string, metaphorically.
Exactly. And you can also use it as a verb to string things together, like lights.
Ah, okay. Physical and metaphorical connections. Next, spontaneous.
Spontaneous, adjective. Happening naturally, no planning involved.
The crowd gave a spontaneous cheer. It just erupted.
Uh-huh. The exam question uses spontaneous applause. The key is it wasn't planned or rehearsed, it just happened.
Like trying to fake spontaneous laughter usually falls flat.
Totally. Doesn't work.
Okay, sponsor.
Sponsor, noun or verb.
As a noun, it's the person or company providing support, often financial, right? The local bank was the main sponsor.
Right. And as a verb, it's the action of providing that support. Our company decided to sponsor the art program.
And the exam question shows it as a verb. The foundation sponsors several research projects. They provide the means.
Exactly. They make it happen.
All right, now we're getting into those inner and outer words, starting with intrinsic.
Intrinsic, adjective, meaning like inherent, belonging naturally to something.
So the example, the work itself held no intrinsic interest for her. The interest wasn't part of the job itself.
Right. And the exam question is great. For many, the love of learning is an intrinsic motivation. It comes from within. Remember that in prefix often points inwards.
That helps. Which leads perfectly to its opposite.
Extrinsic?
Extrinsic, also an adjective, coming from the outside.
He was motivated by extrinsic factors like money and status, things outside himself.
Yeah, and the other example contrasts it well. Extrinsic rewards such as bonuses. So intrinsic inside motivation. Extrinsic outside rewards are pressures. That X prefix again, meaning out, that prefix pattern is really useful. Okay, next pair. Internal and external.
Right. Internal means inside or relating to the inside.
Like an internal investigation within a company. Or about a country's own affairs, internal issues.
Exactly. And external is the opposite outside or coming from outside.
We need to consider external factors, things outside the business, like an external hard drive.
Perfect example. Outside the computer itself.
So internal, external feel like general inside-outside concepts. How about interior and exterior?
Good question. They're similar, but often more about physical spaces or surfaces. Interior is the inside of something.
The interior design of the restaurant? Or the interior walls?
And exterior is the outside surface. The exterior of the building needs paint.
So think interior decorating versus exterior finish.
Exactly. More physical. And again, you see inter for inside and exter for outside.
Okay, patterns are emerging. Now for the evolve words. Evolve, revolve, involve. Let's start with evolve.
Evolve. Verb, to develop gradually. Technology continues to evolve. It changes over time.
Right. Or our understanding has evolved over centuries. That slow unfolding. The noun is evolution. And that volve root means turn or roll.
Ah, like how something turns into something else gradually.
Precisely.
Okay, then revolve.
Revolve. To turn around, rotate.
Like the earth revolves around the sun, literally turning.
Yes. But also metaphorically, like the exam question. Most of the discussion has revolves around the budget, meaning the budget was the central point everything turned around.
I see. And the noun revolution.
Can mean one full turn, but also a massive change, right? The Industrial Revolution, something revolutionary shakes things up.
Got it. And the last one, involve.
Involve. To include or to require participation.
The project will involve a lot of teamwork. Teamwork is included, required.
And the exam question. Solving this problem will involve some careful thought. Thought is necessary, included in the process. That in suggests being in something, part of it.
Makes sense. Okay, shifting gears slightly. Words about time off or trips. First, hike. Hike. A long walk, usually out in nature, right?
They went for a hike in the mountains. Pretty specific activity.
Yeah, walking for pleasure, exercise, usually countryside or hills.
Then vacation.
Vacation. That's the longer break from work or study. Rest, travel.
Planning our summer vacation.
Yeah.
And the exam question about a vacation home. It's about taking time off.
A proper break. Now, careful with the next one. Vocation.
Ah, yes. Sounds similar, but totally different meaning. Vocation. That's like a calling, right? A strong feeling you're suited for a certain career.
Exactly. Teaching is more than a job. It's a vocation. It feels like what you're meant to do.
Or he felt a strong vocation to help others, that deep purpose. And vocational training relates to job skills.
Right. Vocational training programs.
Yeah.
Skills for a specific job or vocation. So vacation break, vacation calling, don't mix them up.
Definitely not. Okay, last in this group, excursion.
Excursion, a short trip, usually for fun. An outing.
The school organized an excursion to the museum, or we took a day excursion to the coast.
Yeah, it's usually shorter, often back the same day or soon after, like a day trip.
Okay, final few words are about timing and chances. Occasion.
Occasion. A particular time or event. A specific instance.
I've only met him on a few occasions. Not regularly, just sometimes.
Or we dress formally on special occasions, specific events, and the adjective is occasional, happening sometimes. On occasion means now and then.
Right. Then opportunity.
Opportunity, a chance to do something, a favorable moment.
A great opportunity to learn a new skill. Or, sadly, he missed the opportunity, a chance that passed.
Exactly, a good time or circumstance to act.
And finally, frequent.
Frequent, adjective, happening often.
Frequent buses, you won't wait long.
Right. And the noun is frequency, how often. The adverb is frequently. The exam questions show this clearly. Increasing frequency of flights, or someone who frequently asks questions.
Shoo. Okay, that was a lot of words. Let's try putting some into a more natural conversation. How about planning a weekend?
Okay, let's try it.
So, hey, I was thinking, maybe a hike this weekend. Feels like a good opportunity to, get outside. What do you reckon?
A hike? Oh, that sounds brilliant. Seriously, I need to escape the city buzz. It'd be such a, well, wonderfully spontaneous break from hitting the books. I've definitely got the time. It's not like I'm planning a big vacation or anything.
Exactly my thinking. And I looked up some trails. There were some really distinct ones not too far away. Found one that supposedly has a waterfall. We can make a proper excursion of it, explore a bit.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, my first instinct is just screaming, yes! Should we pack food? Or is this an occasion for finding a cute cafe somewhere?
Good question. Maybe pack lunch. Feels more hikey. Plus, you never know, we might spot some cool birds. Hopefully avoid any stinging insects, though.
Ugh, yes, let's hope. Okay, hike and pack lunch it is. It makes me wonder, is my love for the outdoors intrinsic, like just built in? Or is it more extrinsic, because everyone else seems to enjoy it so much?
Huh. Deep thoughts for a hike plan. Maybe a bit of both.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, it'll be a great chance to just recharge. We got to seize these opportunities for fun when they pop up, right? They don't happen too frequently with all this exam stuff looming.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah, I'm genuinely looking forward to this. Just ping me the details, and I'm so ready for our little excursion. Or, hey, maybe the trail will evolve into something unexpected.
See, they just fit in, don't they, once you get the feel for them. So just to quickly go over the key ones again, we had extinguish and extinct putting out versus gone forever.
Right, and distinguish telling apart versus distinct clearly separate.
Then intrinsic and extrinsic inside versus outside drives, and all those inside-outside words. Internal, external, interior, exterior. Different flavors of in and out.
Uh-huh. And the evolve words, evolve, revolve, involve, turning, centering, including.
And the trip words. Hike, vacation, vocation, excursion. From a walk to a break to a calling to a short outing.
Don't forget occasion, opportunity, and frequent specific times, chances, and how often things happen.
Exactly. So as you're learning these, maybe try making little mental pictures. For spontaneous, picture that sudden cheer.
Or for vocation, maybe think vocal calling, what you're called to do. Silly things sometimes help, and flashcards, definitely. But the best thing, try using them. Actually say them. Write them down in your own sentences.
Yeah, active recall is king. That and just reviewing regularly, it really does make a difference. And honestly, as you prep for your master's, getting these nuances right, it really sharpens your academic communication, both reading and writing.
Absolutely. Precision matters.
So thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Now, here's something to chew on. How could really mastering even these seemingly basic word distinctions give you a distinct edge? Maybe even in articulating your own ideas during, say, a university interview.
Interesting question to ponder as you keep studying.